Hello, right, now, I've actually stated before that Ipswich Labour are totally, completely and utterly incapable of doing anything unless it is in the interest of the Labour Party. As a matter of fact, Labour as a whole are totally, completely and utterly incapable of doing anything unless it is in the interests of the Labour Party. There are a number of examples which I have given in the past. I'm just going to go through a few now. The South West Area Committee refused to fund the Early Years Foundation Trust project, which helps children from disadvantaged backgrounds in Gipping, Sprites Bridge and Stoke Park wards. They would not fund this. Well, they are supposed to be so concerned about child poverty and how children from poor backgrounds don't do so well academically, and this project was well thought out and it would sort it out. But Ipswich Labour, when it was brought up at an area committee, they refused to give it funding. Why would this be? Would it possibly be because if children do better at school, they may get better jobs, earn more money, not be poor anymore, and be less likely to vote Labour? Well, I think that is exactly why. As a matter of fact, Labour's philosophy can be summed up in the words of Andy Burnham. Over to you, Andy.
Yes, the party comes first, always.
The country comes first.
Ipswich Labour have bought a number of things in the town. One of them was near the waterfront. This was for pure electoral purposes because the people who owned it were going to develop it anyway. But in the interests of the Labour Party, they decided to buy it, and this may put people off wanting to invest in Ipswich in the future. Why would they do this? Well, I'll leave it to Andy.
Yes, the party comes first, always.
The country comes first.
The last Labour government actually created an underclass dependent on benefit who were trapped on benefit dependency. The coalition government has tried to get them out, and this government is trying to break benefit dependency so people are not trapped in benefit dependency. But Labour purposely made them dependent on benefit so that they could exploit them at election time. Now, why would they do this? Is it because they care about the poor? Is it because they care about anyone? Well, over to you, Andy. Andy, explain.
Yes, the party comes first, always.
The country comes first.
Which Labour have built a few council houses. They could have actually provided more homes if they'd actually gone through housing associations and allowed housing associations to build more. But they wanted to build council houses so that they could say that Ipswich Labour had built them. Why would they want it to look like Ipswich Labour have done them? Well, Andy Burnham explains.
Yes, the party comes first, always.
The country comes first.
A lot of people in the Labour Party are against HS2. Why don't they want the North being linked to London? I mean, like, this would make some of the poorer parts of the North, where a lot of Labour voters are, prosperous. I mean, so why are they against HS2? Do they actually want the people up north to stay in the former industrial heartlands to stay not so well off as they are in the southeast? I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, like, don't they want? I mean, maybe is it because if people are prosperous, they're less likely to vote Labour? Yeah. Andy Burnham explains.
Yes, the party comes first, always.
The country comes first.
There are places with Labour councils. Places where there's lots of boarded up shops and things, and the local economy's not doing so well. Well, you see, the whole point is to make the place a rundown, ruinous mess, so people are more inclined to vote Labour. as Andy Burnham says.
Yes, the party comes first always.
Country comes first.
Yes, the party comes first always.
Country comes first.